Welcome, everybody, to the Jokebudd Show. I'm your host, Jokebudd, the one and only. This is episode 11. And let me tell you one thing. It is big fellas season.
Yes, sir.
I got a special guest co-host tonight in the VIP section. My man, Mike Gray, who I know you guys will enjoy. He's very interesting, has a great intellect, and everybody that calls him his brother, his cousin, his homie, his big homie. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love for my man, Mike Gray.
My man, thanks for having me, bro.
How you doing tonight?
I'm good, bro. Just want first off, Stan, thank you for having me. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Just want to let you know that I'm proud of you. Congrats on the success.
Thank you.
What you're doing is inspiring, is motivational, and we just happy to see it, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, dog. But I want enough about me because they tired about me, as I can tell, my man. Let's get some people some background and some stories and details of your life and your upbringing before we get into the straightening of things tonight.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, a lot of people probably don't know this about me. I'm adopted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big part of my story, big part of my upbringing. I got adopted when I was probably like 1.5.
Wow.
To some great people, dope parents, amazing people. But that kind of like molded me for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? They put me in position to be successful. They kind of, you know, just showed me a lifestyle that I probably would have never seen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that kind of like jump-started everything for me. You know, once I found that out about myself, I had a different type of motivation, a different type of edge just to not only just be successful, but to just make them proud. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And so, yeah, man, that's how it all started for me in Delray. You know, sports was heavily involved growing up.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Got the name Big Mike real early. It was way bigger than a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know, I had to bring my birth certificates, basketball games, you know, and it was weird, man, because like I never really even rocked with sports like that, but I was just so big. Coaches used to come knocking like, nah, you gotta come outside. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
oh, no doubt.
Yeah. You know, and then of course, you know, just playing with dudes that was older, you know what I'm saying, getting that experience. And, you know, back when we was growing up, everybody was outside.
Everybody.
You know, we stayed outside till it was time to come in, you know.
You know it.
So, you know, from there, going to private school was a whole nother, you know, segment of my life. And then going to college and then, you know, entering in this real world and, you know, trying to find my way. So,
no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt, man. I just appreciate you being here because people need to know things about people from several different life paths, and that's what I appreciate about you because you're just a good man, and
appreciate it, dog.
You mean good and good intentions.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
And that means a lot in a world like we live in today, man. It's like a hidden gem, but also with the praise and the love that you get, there are like misconceptions of people. And I always ask all my guests, like, what's the biggest misconception of being Mike Gray? What is the misconception people have of you?
I'll probably say that like a lot of people look at like me, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of people probably know I was adopted.
Right.
So like, you know, I've seen a lot of people look at like my life and, you know, some of the things I've been blessed with, the friends I've been around.
Right.
And they just assume that, like, things come easy for me. You know what I'm saying? They assume that, like, I was given a lot. And they assume that, like, my path was easy. So, you know, I think that's the biggest misconception because I've been working crazy. Ever since I graduated college, I done had 2 jobs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people see the trips. They see, you know, me out with the boys, with the homies or whatever. But a lot of my life is like me working, you know what I'm saying? I work and then I go home, you know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
And like, you know, I like to live a certain way. I like to do things. I like to have fun, and you got to work hard if you want to do those things. So like, I think that's the biggest misconception. People don't see what I do, you know what I'm saying, on the back end, like, you know, behind the scenes. Like I'm really grinding every day. I'm really putting in 14-hour days, 16-hour days.
Yeah.
Feel me? Not staying at my crib 3-4 nights out the week because I'm working.
Yep.
You feel me? Like that's the type of stuff that like people don't really know and they don't see. You know. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, because like I feel like, and I didn't get to this on the last few episodes about it because people ask me all the time, what's the biggest conception? I mean, I feel like people think I'm mean or standoffish. It's not that I'm standoffish. Yes, I am jive-like, antisocial. I'm just not for everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna put up with a lot.
Yeah,
so don't come to me putting your hands on my shoulder talking about bro, because I'm not going for that.
Yeah,
you know,
you're a zero tolerance.
I'm not. But I respect real. When I see real, I'm gonna respect real. So if I can see real from across the room, I know what it is. It's not that I'm a mean person or this and that. I get that a lot. Like, man, I just thought you was the meanest person on earth. Like, nah, it's not that. It's just like I'm reserved. I ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
you big on principles.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Definitely.
And so like. A lot of dudes ain't built like that. They not built off principles and you know, and doing the things right. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
That's what I respect most about you. You definitely
I ain't you just can't put me in a room with anybody and think these are my newfound friends.
Yeah, you ain't going for everything.
Not at all. But I heard you say you work 14 to 16-hour days. Like myself, like how many hours of sleep you get a day?
Man, on average, I probably get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Like, I literally leave one job and go right to the next one. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I'm so used to the cycle that it don't really bother me. But I know, like, you know, I know it takes its toll.
It does.
But, like, you know, what you going to do, man? You got to get to it.
Yeah,
you feel me? You want to be successful, man. They say sleep is for the broke.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm saying?
Say.
So
I tell you, man.
I sleep when I can, you know, but for the most part, I don't really get that much sleep.
Because people ask me all the time, like, I'll go from my first job, come back to the spot for a second, you know, freshen up, whatever. Try to grab a bite to eat because I don't eat at my second gig the whole 9 hours. So I try to eat early. And sometimes I may lay in the bed and, man, that'd be the best 30 minutes of my life. I don't ever want to get up. You know what I'm saying?
Weekends, I'm make sure.
Man, what?
I'm in that bed, bro.
Man, like, what? It's amazing, man.
It's hard to get me out the house on weekends.
Yeah, definitely, man. It's because you put so much work in. It's a lot of sacrifice. And what people don't understand, when you work a lot of hours, you're going to miss some things.
You definitely are.
You're going to miss a lot of things as far as personal, family, business, friendship, relationship. You're going to miss some engagements.
You got to pick and choose.
Yeah, it's the cost of doing business.
Yeah, at this point in my life, if it ain't your birthday or we ain't celebrating something major, I probably ain't going to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. At this point.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think my friends understand that about me now. You know, when I come out, they be hyped.
Yeah,
because I don't do it as much as I used to. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. But we're going to get into some topics, y'all. And the first topic we're going to get into is happiness ever achieved for a man? Or just being content enough? I'm going to start with this one first because this one was heavy on my heart because I just feel like no matter what you do as a man, especially as a black man, it's like payback. It's almost like get back. And it's like you're only getting what you're supposed to already have, no matter what it is, whether it's family, friends, money, children. You're always in this everlasting. It's a show on ABC, I think, called Amazing Race. And it's like it's never ending.
Yeah,
it's never ending. It's never going to stop. I'm starting to feel like happiness is just never achieved for a man. I mean, you're doing your job and you're making other people happy. That's your job, and that's probably the happiness you're going to get. You're going to have to be content. Sooner or later, you're going to have to look at your book and you're going to have to look at all the checks you have on it, like all the checks, and like, I did this, did that, and be content with that because I don't feel like, especially as a black man, the happiness that you're seeking is ever going to be achieved. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I agree, man. I think that, like, the issue that most of us have is we don't really know what happiness is for us.
Straight up.
You feel me? So for so many years, you chase something thinking it's going to make you happy. And then once you attain it, it's like,
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
not at all.
J. Cole, one of my favorite rappers, and I saw an interview where he was talking, and he was like, you know, I saw Drake with Rolexes, and I thought Rolexes would make me happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I thought that females and money and all that stuff would make me happy, but you quickly get to it and you realize, like, that stuff don't really make you happy.
Yeah.
So then, you know, you spend time trying to figure out what your happiness is. You know what I'm saying?
I think for most people,
I think for most people, you know, it's different for everyone. You know, some people, it's them having a kid or, you know, them finally getting into the career that they want to get into.
Right.
Them buying their parents a house or getting they, you know, folks in a better situation.
Right.
It's different for everybody, but I think the key is to try to find what the happiness is for you and then really trying to, like, you know, live within that. But, you know, the hard part is finding, like, that happiness, you know. Some people take their whole life to figure it out, you know.
And that's
like
the scary
you said,
part.
You know, some people just become content. Like, look, I got a good job.
Yes.
I got a crib. I got a family.
I got everything.
Like, I'm good.
This is
you know what I'm saying?
this should be enough. This should suffice.
It should be suffice. But you know, it's I feel a lot of people go through life and they never experience happiness, true happiness.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
You start to believe like it's a myth.
Yeah.
It's like the Common album called Finding Forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, I really don't know about it. You know, you hear
tough.
about it.
You hear about it all the time. And the people that say they're happy, a lot of them are faking it.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? You think they're happy. They look happy on the gram. They look happy when you see them. But
and social media tells us so many tales.
Oh, man. So many, you know?
You know?
And, you know, like I said, you got to just find it. And then, you know, once you find it, then I guess it becomes easier. But it's easier said than done.
It definitely is, because there's been plenty of nights and days. I had some great nights and up and ups, and I was happy for a minute, but it's nothing sustainable.
Yeah,
it's temporary. You know, you always think about the next thing.
And then you realize too that like some of the simple things in life is like what really is gonna make you happy.
Exactly.
Like I told you, bro, being at the crib, I used to always want to be out.
Yeah.
Now, man, a night in the crib, you know what I'm saying? I might play on the PS5 real quick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I might watch a little show. But, like, that's where I find my happiness, just alone time, for real.
Yeah, and that's the thing I've learned, that life is way more simple than we ever think it is. We think life is this jigsaw, like this big old labyrinth of maze, but it's like a big puzzle.
Yeah.
It's not too difficult. We make it that difficult. It's very simple, and like you said, we find out that the simple things make us the most happy and content and things like that. Because like even on me, like on a football Sunday, I just get good feelings of just editing and watching football. Like, you know, it's
the smallest things.
It's the smallest things. You know, it's the smallest things. Definitely the smallest things. But that's a question for you all, family members. Just ask yourself that. Give me comments about it. I'll definitely elaborate more if you message me about it. But the next topic we want to talk about is being a productive black man in America. Now, this is a tough one, because when I say being a productive black man in America, I mean like doing what you're supposed to be doing, staying out of trouble, working your job or jobs, living the right way. You have a family or not, but you're living for yourself, taking care of your extended family, and things of that sort. I feel like every night, every day, you walk out your house, you're down 14 to 17 to nothing. No matter whether you got $100, $100,000 in your bank account, you're looked at a certain way. You're judged a certain way, no matter what kind of car you drive.
Yeah.
You know, you're still a nigga.
Yeah, man.
You know?
It's tough, bro. Like you said, man, you can go through life thinking that you're doing everything the right way.
Right.
And still not really feel like you're being productive, or feel like you're, you know, treated equally or given the same opportunities. Like I told you, like for me, when I went to private school, you know, that was me making a decision to kind of try to better myself.
No doubt.
And I learned a lot, you know, from that experience. You know, going to college, they tell you go to college, get a degree, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of times you get a degree and then you still feel empty. You graduate and you don't know what to do, can't find a job.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, you start working in the field that you didn't even go to school for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so now you're 22, 23 years old. You work in a job that you didn't think you'd be working, but you're trying to make a living. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, you know, it's just an uphill battle all the time.
Yeah.
You got to try to find different ways to make money. You know, obviously, if you live in the DMV, a lot of times you got to have 2 jobs just to survive. You know what I'm saying? And then it's just like, dang, okay, well, you know, my little 1 9 to 5 ain't gonna cut it. I thought that would be productive.
Yep.
But then you living paycheck to paycheck.
Yep.
And then you still want to have fun. You still want to travel. You still want, man, it's tough.
It is.
So like, you know, I mean, I think at the end of the day, you know, you got to just, you know, grind, put your head down and really grind and try to figure it out. But you got to understand as a black man in this world that, you know, it's going to be a tougher path for you, you know. And,
definitely.
You know, it's rough, man.
Yeah,
it's rough. So.
Definitely. You're not going to get too many breaks being a black man, especially being productive, because now the spotlight is on you.
Spotlight is on you at all times,
you
bro.
know?
You can't be late.
Not at all.
You got to be presentable. This is all shit that I learned from private school, man.
Yeah.
Like, I learned this stuff early, you know, so by the time I got to college and graduated, you know, but yeah, it was huge. I know we're going to get into a little bit more of that, but yeah, man, you can really try to do the right thing, You know what I'm saying? You can work your 9 to 5.
Right.
And, you know, maybe you didn't graduate high school and you trying. You feel me?
Right.
It's still tough, man.
Yeah.
It's extremely tough. And, you know, I think that you just got to will your way to really becoming successful, you know?
Definitely.
And, you know, you can't really, you know, one thing I would say is you can't base other people's opinion of what productivity means to them, you know, on yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you work a 9 to 5 and you doing what you gotta do, like that's productivity.
No
you
doubt.
know? Like there's some people sitting on their ass
easily.
There's some people out here collecting unemployment and ain't got no grind about them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I respect anybody that wake up early.
Yes.
And do what they gotta do.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like the movie Bronx Tale.
Yeah.
There's a quote in there where he's telling his son, you know, the working man's not a sucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, the working man is the real man.
Yeah.
The Bama who get up every day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I respect that. Like,
straight up.
You get up every day and you go try to make your life better and, you know, you going to work.
Yeah.
Fuck what everybody else got to say. You know what I'm saying? Like,
straight up.
we all running our own race.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't millionaires walking around here.
Exactly.
There's a lot of people faking, but
exactly.
you get to it when you get to it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just about being like that black man in America and just having all the chips are down against you. Just know that all the black men out there, we got love for you. We support you. We understand your struggle and your fight day in, day out. When you go into those jobs, we know they're looking at you.
Yeah.
They're spying on you.
Yeah,
they're looking to build a case upon you.
They judging you.
Yeah, judging you. It's a lot that goes into it. It is. But we just have to rise above that. You know, one thing about us as black men, we have to have more black men camaraderie to be understanding of all black men.
Sure.
And with that, becomes more of a unity and a brotherhood and a more of a protection of us.
That's
but when
real.
you get ones out here isolated, you know, they can easily pick them apart and send them back.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And that's the part. It's like, oh, man, if we were just a little bit more tighter. And that's one thing. I don't want to get too off topic, but I just got a feeling to say about this. It's about black people and the Jewish people. And the one thing I was always envious about the Jewish people that I had a biggest misconception of them, like they all got along. And I have a Jewish friend who said, you have it completely wrong. We don't all get along. Mm-hmm. Just that we come together for the common greater good of our culture. Mm-hmm. And it like froze me in time when I heard that from him. Yeah. He said, man, I don't like all of them. No way in hell I do.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the greater good for our culture, I'm all for it. Yeah. We put all our BS aside. Yeah. There is no beef. There is no issues. We are pushing our agenda forward.
And that's where we lack as a culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I was thinking about this the other day, man. I feel like our culture is one of the only cultures that we don't really big each other up. We don't support each other. We hide information from each other.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like I look at other cultures and I see the reason why they're able to excel and to achieve certain levels is because they all working together. Yes. You know what I'm saying? When I went to private school, bro, that was one of the biggest things that I saw. Like, you know, the school was like 90% Caucasian, you know what I'm saying? Right. But, you know, they show love to everybody and they weren't withholding information. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like us, we might see somebody get up. Yep. And that person ain't going to tell us nothing.
He ain't going to tell us none of the
They got their credit score to 800. You feel me? They booming.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, how you get – they ain't telling you nothing.
Nothing.
They keeping it to themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something as small as like me and my niggas, we gamble. You know what I'm saying? And we sports bet. I got niggas I work with. They won't even tell me what games they picking. Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro, you act like FanDuel is taking money out of your pocket if you give me some picks.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like that just shows you how small something so small.
On
a small level. Like, you don't want to share your picks, bro? Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But then that turns into, you know, us when it comes to, you know, finances and when it comes to property and it comes to credit. Yeah. Like, we ain't sharing information with each other.
No, not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as somebody get ahead, it's hate or it's envy. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, if we all just would share, everybody can win. Yep. Everybody can succeed out here. You know, but that's our culture, bro. We tend to just
destroy each other.
Yeah, individuals, you know what I'm saying?
We want to shine on each other.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. And that's what's really holding us back. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, let me plug my man Squeeze. You know, that's on topic.
My guy.
At Squeeze33 on Instagram. So, bro got into the IT field.
Right.
And what I love about what he doing is he has Search for You, and he really giving back. Bammers who want to get into IT, if you want to take a class, if you want to learn knowledge about it, he's an open book. He's sharing that information.
Straight up.
He providing people with opportunities to get jobs. He helping people with resumes. He helping people find jobs in that field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we need more of. We need people like that.
Resources.
That's going to give back to people and tell them, oh, you want to learn about IT? I got you. Sit down.
Straight up.
You feel me? And
Squeeze33.
Yeah, at Squeeze33 on Instagram, man. Bro, really,
guy.
he really taking it off with that IT stuff, man. And it's just good to see, man. I got so many people I done put on who got jobs now who, was looking for a career.
Yeah.
And then boom,
Yeah.
So we need more of that.
And that's the simple thing. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes,
bro.
But we rather keep each other down while we shine upon you.
Man, it's crazy.
But Tuck got changed when we walk across the street when the white man's on that side.
Yeah.
Like it's
tough.
You want to shine on each other, but when you're in a different crowd, you want to blend in.
Yeah. It's tough, man.
It's
we gotta do better.
We gotta do better.
That's all. We gotta do better.
We definitely have a lot to do with getting better with that. But on to another topic we're gonna go to is the decisions we make that alter our future. My man Big Mike want to speak on that one first because he has a lot to say about that. I know you went into the things about the private school thing.
Yeah, man. So that was probably one of the biggest decisions that I made early in my life was, making a decision to leave my friends, leave what I was used to, to go to a whole different environment, a whole different culture shock. Like it was different, and I graduated 2005, and around the early 2000s, the wave, if you were an athlete, was to go to private school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then people don't realize when you get to private school, it's a total, complete change.
Yeah. How was that the first day of school when you went in there like, I'm here now?
Mind you, I'm 6'3". I'm bigger than everybody in the school. I got cornrows. Some white people have never seen cornrows in their life.
What?
They looking at me crazy. You know what I'm saying? But they're nice. They're friendly. But it's like a cultural shock for both of us because they looking at me like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was tough, man, because, you're the minority and you're quickly put in a situation where you got to adapt to your surroundings.
Right.
So, I started to really notice, damn, I got to work on the way I speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be looking stupid, looking crazy.
Yeah.
Or, being judged because I'm in here talking all crazy.
Right.
Then you worry about your appearance. That's the first time I ever went to school. Well, not the first time, but I was really cognitive of how I presented myself. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday we had church. So it was shirt, tie, blazer, you know what I'm saying? Tucked in. You feel me? But it taught me discipline. It taught me structure. It taught me you know what I'm saying? Things that I needed for the future. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely.
But that was a big decision, man. Shout out to Coach Joe, man. He's trying to get me in private school ever since 6th, 7th grade, and I just was like, nah, I ain't going.
Right.
Mind you, in 9th grade, I was starting on varsity at TC as a freshman.
Right.
Doing pretty good. Had a 3.0. You feel me? I had no reason to really leave.
Right.
But I made a choice to try to better myself, and it was one of the best decisions I ever made, man. I got friendships, and I connected with people that, put me in position to be successful.
Right.
That's one of my biggest things, man. I think that my gift is to be able to connect with people.
You are.
I got all types of groups of friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm always trying to know somebody. You feel me? Or connect with somebody. And I think private school gave me that opportunity to really open that door of just being able to connect with different people.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm all in McLean at house parties, and
man.
You feel me? I'm all out Leesburg, Ashburn.
Yeah.
You feel me? But it was different, and it was tough. And it was something I had to go through. Yeah. And I remember coming back around the way, the homies talking about, oh, you sound white. You know what I'm saying? You talking all proper. And I'm like, yeah. I'm in that situation where I had to adapt.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about talking white. I had to work on my speaking. I had to work on enunciating my words, and you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And so I think that was one of the biggest decisions I made that it kind of benefited me for the future, man. And my parents, shout out to them again, they put me in that position to do that.
Right.
And shout out St. Stephen, St. Agnes, if you're looking for a nice private school to go to.
The Saints.
The basketball program is up and booming. Shout out to my man Dre Jones. You know what I'm saying? They've been top 5 in the area for the last 3-4 years.
Wow.
They cracked the top 25 in the country a couple years ago, won a state championship 2 years ago. So it's good because I remember a time when Bama's ain't laughed at St. Stephen's. They ain't want to go there. And, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
Yeah,
I ain't get no burn.
Y'all beat us my junior year.
Yeah,
you feel me? But
I ain't get no burn.
But I feel like me and people like Dre, shout out to my old head OC, like we made it cool to go there now.
Yeah,
now they playing at DeMathis.
Shout out to the OG OC. Definitely.
Yeah, they playing the big schools in the area now. You know what I'm saying? They ain't ducking no bump, and it's just a good culture over there. You're gonna get you a good education. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it comes to myself, when it comes to decisions we make to alter our life, I was heavy in the streets a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't really know that.
Yeah.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah.
Some will, some won't. But now everybody will know. I was heavy in the game, selling weed, drugs, right? Whatever you like. Like I was really getting it, and that's not no cap. That's not no sites. You can ask my OGs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just decided I got to a point where either you're going to go to college or you're going to do this. But if you're going to do this, you're going to have to kill a couple of people because you're going to have to put your stain in the game.
Yeah.
And become a real staple because it wasn't like I was just moving like ounces. I'm talking some heavy stuff. And it's like I had to look at myself in the mirror, you know? Like I'm hiding stuff in my folks' cribs all the way up D.C., you know, scent protection.
It's are you ready for this life?
Guns, you know. You got to be ready to kill a couple people.
Yeah,
you know
you
what
got to
I'm
be.
And I always seen friends get killed over simple stuff. So, you know, and I just told myself, like, if you really not wanting to kill nobody and you don't want to go to jail, get up out of this. And that was the best decision I ever made. So all my last packs, took all my money, and I was out of there. The best decision ever made. Because I was so good. Because people like yourself and others, you're good at basketball and things like that. I was still finding myself, my ways. I didn't know I had a decent talk game to do like a podcast, a talk show yet. I'm young. So it's like, what are you good at? I knew I was good at selling drugs. No matter what, I could sell all day, all night. I didn't care about sleep. I didn't care about nothing. I'm out here. I'm outside. I'm on the streets. What you need, I got you.
Yeah.
And I knew that, and I knew I was just too good at it. I was better than the competition or my compadres. So I said, look, man, you don't want to kill nobody because it's not like you want to be. I didn't want to be a nickel and dime, hand-to-hand person. I was on some moving stuff.
Dog,
yeah, like I wasn't going to just play with it.
Yeah.
And I said, if you're not going to get into that game ready to kill nobody, you got to get out. And I made the best decision to get out.
You got to understand what comes with that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And most people ain't ready for it.
Yeah, man.
I tell my students all the time, I'm like, yo, it's okay to have a decent upbringing.
Yeah.
I tell them all the time, I ain't never claimed to be from no hood.
Right.
Like, my parents was good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My dad had his own company. We lived a good lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to come from that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the goal.
That's the goal, bro.
Like, I know for me, I want my family to be in a nice neighborhood. Yeah, give me the picket fence. Give
all
me,
of that.
Give me all that. You know
Subdivision, cul-de-sac.
Yeah, give me all that.
I want all of it.
Yeah, feel me?
Yes,
and it's
sir.
okay to come from that, but I feel like the music now and you know what people are into, man, it just corrupts that thought. But,
it's different.
But it's different now. But I tell my kids all the time, my students, man, it's okay to have nice things, come from nice things. You got parents that work hard. You ain't gotta. You know what I'm saying? Be in the streets. You ain't got to live that or portray that life.
You don't.
Because most people ain't ready for it.
Nah, it's a lot. If they only knew how many people we lost.
When they start giving you the months.
Oh, them years.
Yeah, you feel me? You get to calculating, damn, I got 300 months. You know what I'm saying? Like
Count it up.
Count it up. You feel me?
Man.
Yeah, man.
It's a long time. And it ain't too many people going to love you behind them bars.
Nah, man.
When you behind that glass, ain't too many going to love you.
It's a cold world out there, bro.
It's a cold world. And that's why I just made a decision. Like, you know what? I want to do something different.
Yeah.
You know, I seen people try to take this path, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and the suck part about it, like, I really knew I was good at it, you know? And I was like, you know, man, sooner or later they're going to catch up with you.
Yeah,
you know?
It's not worth it, man.
There's no 401ks in this street game. You know what I'm saying? So I like, you know, you got to get out of this and go do something.
Your life every
you
day.
are. Every time. Sooner or later, you on somebody's radar.
Yeah.
Whether you know it or not. Whether it's the streets or it's the police. You're on somebody's radar. You're doing something.
You're doing something, man.
Yeah.
You know, and it don't last.
It don't.
You know.
It don't. It's fast money. Come in, come out.
Yep.
Come in and it comes out. How, I don't know, but fast come in, it's twice as fast as it goes out. I don't know how that works, but it really does. That's the truth. This statement I've ever known about in the streets when it comes to that street money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, ladies, we are going to get to a serious topic for you guys. This is called A Black Man to a Black Woman. Me and Mike are going to select topics to talk about to you guys and be open and honest about these situations that black men go through that may affect you in ways where you may not understand or you've made your own perception of things. So like I said, it's called a black man to a black woman, almost like a confession or an explanation. That doesn't mean it's wrong or right or we're justifying anything. I just want to let that be known. Not that we're justifying anything. But I'm going to start off and talk about it. And the saying of all black men or all men are dogs that black women say may be true to a certain degree. I would say majority, whether your majority is 51, 55, or 95, that all men are dogs. And I need you to understand the reasoning you feel that way and have been hurt by that statement is because when we're children, we're kids, we're in elementary school, we fall in love in elementary school with one girl. And I'm going to go back further. You fall in love with your own mother most of the time or the woman who's like the matriarch, if you're a male at that time, more than likely, of what you want yourself. Like I seen a meme like a year ago where a little boy was crying because he realized he couldn't marry his own mother. And he was like in tears. He was like, I want to marry you, Mom. She's like, no, you can't marry me. He's like, no, I love you the most. And it's that serious. Then you go to elementary school, you find that one girl. And once you find that puppy love girl, you don't see no other girls. You don't. But it's life and the society. It's the friends, the upbringing, the older people around you, whether that's your big homies, the people from the neighborhood, your older relatives and siblings. And you realize as a black man, you're not a man till you have multiple women. That's where that pimps and hoes things come along. And we got these bitches, woo, 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 excuse my French. But it's like you get adapted to that. You don't start off just wanting multiple women. You see one girl, and that's all you think about. You want to play the slow jams. You want to have fun. You know, you want to get her the Valentine's sweetheart little special thing from school and things like that. And you realize that's not enough to suffice the outside society. So you become mentally institutionalized by that. So now you're trying to prove yourself to the masses, as far as your friends, older family members who live this lifestyle, that you can get multiple women. And with that, they say, oh, you're not that till you become a man. So we're going from the ages of 12, 13, up until 21, where you're straight bulldogging women. You really are. You're doing your thing. And whatever you're lying to them or however you're doing it, it becomes an issue. Then they expect for you to like 25 to 30 to fall in love with one woman. And it's just a transitional phase that is hard. Not saying nobody's out here trying. I know there are good men out here. I know there are good men out here living the right way. Shout out to them. And you're greatly appreciated from both sides. But it's a struggle. It's no excuse. I'm not here giving any excuse. Just know that no man comes into this world trying to be a dog. It's not. It's not that. It's the society we live in. Yeah. It's publicized everywhere. This is what we are taught. As we get older, we know enough to go along with certain things and not go along. But it's just a mentally institutionalized situation where you feel like you're not this until you're that. But shout out to all the people who are in love. Shout out to people who are doing the right way. A lot of other people need time.
Yeah, man. Love is a beautiful thing, man.
Straight up.
Time just makes it ugly, but that's a Wale quote too. But
shout out.
Yeah, but to piggyback on what you were saying, yeah, man. Like I remember my experience. I was the same way. Like I was in love in elementary and even in middle school. I always had one girl. Like got to high school, 9th grade, one girl. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny. I ain't gonna name my homies, but some of the homies I went to school with, they was running through them. You know what I'm saying? And they was, you know, they had multiple girls, but I don't know why. I just was like, I think this is the nice guy in me. I just wanted one girl.
Straight up.
And mind you, I'm in 9th grade playing varsity, starting,
doing your thing.
The girls was, you know, shooting their shot, and I'm like, nah, I'm waiting till marriage. You know what I'm saying? I remember 9th grade Valentine's Day. I was with this girl. She invited me over. It's Valentine's Day. Yeah, my mom ain't gonna be home. We're gonna get it popping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, just ride my bus. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, bet. Man, the bell rung. I sprinted to my bus. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, scared as I don't know what. But I still was just like, in my mind, like, I'm waiting till marriage. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't right.
Right.
And then, like, you know, it was like when I got to private school, I opened up a little bit more. But it was really when I got to college. Right. Because, like, when you get to college, man, I personally think that's the easiest time of your life to interact with the opposite sex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back then, that's when Facebook first started.
Yeah.
So you
all
might go
colleges had them.
you might go to the cave, come back to your room. You got 4 messages on Facebook.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? AOL was real big.
Yeah, instant messenger.
Yeah, instant messenger. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that was a time where I kind of got out my shell because I was like, you know, like you say, society, you're an athlete.
Yeah.
You feel me? Girls are just, it's easy.
Throwing
you know what I'm saying? They're
themselves
throwing themselves at you. And it was just an easy time in my life to kind of be around the opposite sex and just kind of interact with them.
Right.
But like you said, man, society puts this thing on us where, especially for men, it's like you ain't a man until you got multiple women or, you know, you with your homies and y'all both, you ain't got no joints. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta pull them out.
Yeah, you feel me? Or you go out and it's like, who can get the most numbers? You know what I'm saying? This is shit that we did growing up. You feel me?
Definitely.
And it's like, that's what you're taught.
Yeah, man.
And then once you get embedded inside that type of lifestyle, it's hard to kind of get away from it.
It's very hard,
you know what I'm saying?
man. It's
and
very
like a lot
hard.
of times you can be in a relationship and you can have meaningful conversations with another girl.
Yeah.
Have no intentions of being with her.
Yeah.
But it's just like that mentality of like, I still got it.
That far,
Girls
man.
still want me. You feel me?
Yes.
And it's hard to get out of it, man. And like anything, I think it takes different things for different men to kind of get out of it.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like it's kind of like a disease.
It is.
Yeah.
And like for some men, it takes a girl leaving them.
Yeah.
The one joint that they never thought would leave.
Never thought.
She leave, and then it's like, damn. You know what I'm saying?
I'm broken.
I'm broken.
Yeah,
like, let me
man.
change.
She broke me down.
You feel me? Sometimes
Straight
it takes
up.
a kid. It takes you having a kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes it, you never know what it is, but that is like a huge thing for men. Like, that pressure of just like, oh, you don't get no youngins. I can remember being at school and Bam was being like, you only crank this about the youngins.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Bam was really talking to each other, comparing that. Like,
and remember the faces of the ones who got this small when they got crushed, man. You never wanted to be that person.
And then, we all clubbing, we out.
Yeah.
So you ain't got nothing with you, or you ain't booking nothing.
Yep.
You looked as like, you
weak.
You weak.
Yeah.
You weak out
You
here.
looking real weak. You look like food out here, cuz.
Yeah, you looking like the weak link.
Yeah,
so,
man.
It's tough, man. I mean, again, like we were talking about earlier, you get to a point where you realize, like, all right, like that shit was cool. It wasn't really.
Right.
It ain't all that it's hyped up to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a different beast nowadays trying to play that game.
Man, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They
smarter,
smarter,
have some deep
man.
pockets. Or,
you
know what I'm
they
saying?
smarter and wiser now, man.
Yeah, man, it's different. You know, like
definitely.
A lot of women now require time. You know what I'm saying? You got time, you ain't got no money. You got money, you ain't got no time. You know what I'm saying? So
straight up,
you ain't got time to be talking to 5 different joints and dating 5 different women, texting 5. Man,
that is a job.
That's a job. Shout out to whoever got that going on. That shit is tough.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That requires a lot of time and money.
For sure.
And we have a lot of either.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
Crazy,
Definitely. But since we on this topic, and usually this is the topic that comes up with relationships, for your personal experiences, when do you feel like, when is enough to walk away from a relationship where you can sever your ties?
When is enough?
When do you feel, what makes you feel like, all right, this can't go on any longer. I can't do it.
Well, ultimately,
I think stay there and let it implode, or you can't. I think
for most men, we got that. Niggas don't like to be cheated on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a real big stickler for us.
Not.
You cheat on a man, he gonna cry. He gonna go through it.
That's game, set, match. You broke my heart.
Niggas is not getting
over
that.
You broke my heart.
Yeah, you feel me? Very few men will be like, I forgive you. You know what I'm saying? Come back.
Right.
But besides that, I think
that's the cardinal sin.
Yeah, that's the cardinal sin. If you do that, your ass is done. You're done. You feel me? But I think for me, based off my experiences, I think it's just if I feel like I don't have any connection with you, you know what I'm saying? Like on paper, you could be like the best woman ever,
straight up.
But if we can't connect, if we can't like laugh and fucking have things in common, you know what I'm saying? Because the looks gonna fade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money come, money go. That ain't nothing that's gonna keep me around.
Right.
It gotta be a deeper connection. You know what I'm saying? Like we can go out and just laugh. You know what I'm saying? Or we can find joy and pleasure in the same things, whether it's sports, whether it's a common show that we like, or whether we just go out and people watch and laugh and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Once I ain't got none of that, then I'm just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I think a lot of people settle, and that's what causes them to be in situations where we looking at divorce, and you know what I'm saying, we looking at people that's faking the funk, you know, that's not really happy, you know. But I know for me personally, like if I can't connect with you, if I can't feel like that we're on the same page with stuff, then it's time for me to roll, you know what I'm saying? And that's big though, because you gotta learn your partner. Everybody's different. I do think opposites attract, and I'm not saying you gotta be with somebody who solely is into everything that you're into, but you gotta be willing to learn the person. You gotta be able to come into their world,
open to new experiences.
Yeah, and you never know where that might take you.
Yeah, straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Person might not listen to the same type of music as you.
Right.
You know, you got to give them a chance. You got to go in their world for a little bit.
You do.
You got to do the shit that they like to do. You can't always be about you.
Yeah.
You know, and so, yeah, that's when I feel like it's time to walk away, when we ain't got nothing, when it's annoying, like when it's aggravating to be around you.
Yeah.
You get annoyed and shit like that. It's just like, yeah, this ain't it.
Definitely. When I feel like I'm in a relationship, the dead silence.
That's big. When you're on the phone, ain't nobody saying nothing.
Ain't nobody saying nothing. Or I can come home or come to your house, you come to my house, and it's dead silence. We both took showers, we chilling.
And then ain't nothing
we
to talk about.
Ain't nothing to talk about,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
I got it on your favorite show, you're not laughing. You got it on my favorite show, I'm not laughing. You're watching my Colts game, I'm not even getting upset at all. You know, we just straight. The dead silence tells it all. The awkward silence is...
That's big, yeah. That's when you really know, man.
That's
hurt.
when you really know, man. Everybody hurt. The awkward silence kills it. And that's when you know.
That's when you know it's over, man. It's it's time to keep it pushing, you know.
Definitely. The awkward silence.
But it's tough because, like, at our age now, you know, you look for a woman who has some quality. Yeah. Right? You look
stability.
For a woman that's going to be a good mom, who got good characteristics.
Straight up.
And it's like sometimes we kind of compare, like, would you rather have that over a bomb-ass personality and, you know, someone's going to make you laugh, somebody's into the shit that you into? Yeah. You can have a girl who has all of that, and she makes you laugh, and y'all got a good connection, but then she ain't got no good characteristics as like a wife or a mom. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so it's tough, man. But I think compatibility for me trumps a lot of things. Right. Like we gotta have some type of, you know what I'm saying, compatibility and be on the same page with some stuff.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's one thing you miss as a kid that you wish you could do as an adult?
One thing I miss as a kid that I wish I could do as an adult, probably just like the free time and the time of not being responsible.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like when you're a kid, bro, you don't really realize how precious you got it. Yes. You know, like you can literally live stress free. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about like, oh damn, this about to happen. Like I ain't gonna lie, dog. Being an adult, I feel like every day it's something that's like, damn, I forgot about that. Yes. Or, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Or you just, you know, shit just happens. Yeah. You wake up with a flat tire. That's like, damn, yo.
Yeah,
like,
man.
You know what I'm saying? Jesus. Like, it's just different shit that you deal with. As a kid, you kind of, you know, you just got to worry about not getting grounded and doing some wild shit. But everything else, you just living a free life of no responsibility. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like, and, you know, as kids, we rush so much to become adults. Not realizing like you about to walk into a life that's just unfair. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with the politics of work. Yes. You got to deal with bills. You got to deal with just life happening to you. You got to deal with taking care of somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Like it ain't a lot of fun.
It's not
being an adult.
It's not. You just carve out fun.
Carve out fun. You try to make,
and you deal with the rest of the BS.
Yeah, man.
Day in and day out.
You like, look, I like this. I like sports. Yeah. Don't bother me on Sundays. Yeah. Everything else,
I'll deal with it then.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. And so like that's the biggest thing, man. You know, waking up as a kid and just, all right, we got food, we got games, we got the homies, and you ain't really stressing about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I just miss like not having to care about anything.
Yeah.
You know, like really not caring about anything.
Yeah.
Just myself.
Just, that's it.
You know?
That's it, bro.
And what I want to do and things like that. And I see that with kids all the time when I drive a bus. And it's like, man, that's the thing I miss.
Yeah, and life being so simple. I remember waking up, going to the rec. That was my life. Waking up, going to the rec.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Playing ball all day,
Right.
having fun, walking back home.
Right.
Life was simple.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The summer times, we taking our little trips.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember, like, it's a Chinese joint, Tim's Young in Del Rey. Like, it was like, go to the rec, lunchtime, walk to the Chinese store.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are vivid memories that I got that it was routine and life was just easy. It was sweet.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure for my parents, it was cool, too. They knew, like, this nigga at the rec.
Yeah.
I got the whole day to do what I got to do.
Exactly.
I can imagine now, like, with my little man, I'm like, I can't imagine leaving him somewhere for 7-8 hours.
Right.
Not knowing what's the hell going on.
Exactly.
Like, it's different now.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, like you said, life was simple, man. You ain't have a lot of worries.
Nah.
And that was on both ends, parents and kids.
So
you know what I'm saying?
The world getting crazy and crazy.
The world is crazy now, bro. Some of the stuff we used to do as kids, it'll never be.
Nah.
You know? Another thing, I'm going to give you one more that I tell my students this all the time.
Come on with it.
I miss, and it'll never be again, the days that females actually took a time out to write a dude a letter.
Oh, that should be the thing.
That's so authentic.
In high school?
Man, to get somebody to handwrite you a letter, fold it all funny, perfectly.
For your eyes only.
For your eyes only. Get their best friend. Yeah, get a best friend to give it to you, or you know what I'm saying?
Fold it up in the locker. You walk in the locker.
Put it in your locker. You feel me? I tell my kids all the time. I'm like, y'all DMing. That's the quick fix.
Yeah,
like,
man.
We actually had girls get them little gel pens.
Yup.
And
gel pens
write
lit.
you a whole fucking letter. Like,
and they be spilling their guts. You
man,
couldn't believe she spilled their guts like this.
Guts like that in that letter.
Like, oh wow, you feel like this about me? Yeah.
Now, granted, we had cell phones, but I just think it's authentic to have somebody take their time.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody writing no fucking letters now.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
You get all that on a DM.
Yeah, the DM or text.
That's it.
It's breaking up with you over the text.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, that's a good time, bro. Like, I remember I had my little shoebox, like full of them little letters, man.
Man, oh, man.
And that was good times, man. But, you know, life happens, bro. You got the cell phones now, social media.
Yeah.
You know.
Straight up.
Some of that stuff then saved a lot of dudes, because I can only imagine for some dudes going out and having to, like, approach a girl, pull out your pen and paper, get her number. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was like, put in work. You know what I'm saying?
You really had to.
You really had to.
Yeah.
You had to have some conversation.
And
you had to have
some
something.
pressure.
Yeah. Now I can find out what your Instagram is.
Yep.
We write the DMs with it.
Yep.
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying?
Yep.
And
Had to work.
It's different now, man.
To
so,
work.
yeah, I definitely miss those days. That was good times.
All right. And on to the next level. Out of all your life right now, what's your biggest regret in life? Like the one that's like, it's the one that bothers all of us. That's like, like, you know.
You know what? I got a couple, but I'll probably say the biggest one, and this might sound like, you know, cliche or selfish or whatever, but I think it's not playing football. I heard you talk about that on your podcast.
That's my joy. Yeah.
If you look at me naturally, like now I'm obviously bigger than I was in college and all that type of stuff. And shout out to the big fellas. It's still our season.
Big fella season.
Big fella season. I've been seeing a lot of little memes about girls posting stuff. Oh, you get a big fella, and then he starts snoring and all. Yeah, we snore.
Straight up.
Tap him and tell him to turn over. You know what I'm saying? It's real slight. Ain't no big issue. Big fellas, we still in. We gonna always be
our
in.
Season.
You know what I'm saying? It's our season. It's getting real cold outside.
Real cold.
You know what I'm saying? It's our season. You're gonna eat good. You're gonna feel good. You're gonna, all
that.
Yeah, all that. Come over to Big Fellas World. But anyways,
you know it. We eat good.
We eat good.
You already know.
But I said all that to say,
want
man.
some noodles?
If I go places now, and say I wear some Raven stuff, I get asked all the time, you know what I'm saying? You play football, da-da-da-da. And even when I was in high school, I played 1 year of football at St. Stephen's.
Oh, really?
And the 1 year I played, bro, I had letters from UVA, Marshall.
What?
Like big schools, you know what I'm saying? But I was, all state in basketball. So I'm thinking like, but if I knew what I knew now, like, because football, man, you can't teach size.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you
can learn the game.
6'9".
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, football, I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. When I was out there, I was big as hell, but I was scared because I just didn't understand, like,
different mentality.
Yeah, you gotta have that dog in you to really
you got
to want to just be hitting bammers all the time and all that
and
get hit. You feel
yeah.
me? But I do think that, like, if I just put my mind to it, then I could have really, like, gone big time and maybe even playing on Sundays just off my stature.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Just over me just being, like I told you, being a bigger kid.
Yep.
And being bigger than everyone that was my age.
Yep.
I had an advantage.
And you already could move.
Yeah, I had good feet, good hands.
So,
and so that's one of the biggest things that I regret, though, because I just don't know where it could have took me.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I see some of these kids now, and it's like, you know, they getting recruited off their size and their potential. Yeah. You know, it
starts there.
They might redshirt you for a year, put some weight on you.
And they'll build you.
Yeah, they'll build you up, you know. But, yeah, that's one of the biggest things, man. Other than that, man, I don't really got too many regrets, man.
That's mine, so like I ain't got to speak on.
Yeah, I heard you speak about yours.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember it might have been the first podcast
it was
number
one.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. You know, playing basketball at TC was a big deal, though.
It was.
But like playing football might have been overlooked. Like,
yes,
you could have probably
the whole time
noise.
Tony Hunt and another cat was just one. Tony Hunt went to Penn State, and the other dude went to Miami. It's like, man, like.
I remember the day Tony Hunt quit basketball, bro. I was in the gym with him.
Word.
Yeah, man. Tony Hunt always was he was nice in basketball.
Right.
And but he loved the weight room. He would always be in the weight room, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Forgot what happened, but I remember the day he was like, fuck this, I'm about to go just play football.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And you see how that worked out for him.
Yeah.
You know, my man made it to the league. Yeah. But yeah, I look at that now, man. I'd be like, man, yeah.
Definitely. That's definitely. We're going to run through some quick lightning round questions for you. I want to know what your favorite tennis shoe is. Your favorite shoe is.
Favorite shoe of all time would have to be the infrared sixes.
Infrared sixes.
Yeah, those, man. Yeah, I love those. You know what I'm saying? I love sixes in general, but the black infrared sixes is my favorite. Those my go-to.
Those your go-tos?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. What's your favorite city to visit?
Favorite city to visit would have to be L.A. For a couple different reasons. I got family out there.
Okay.
But, you know, I just enjoy the vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
I think it's just different.
It is.
People are nicer. People are just, you know, you just feel like you're in the land of opportunity. And I love the views. I love the palm trees, the weather. But I will say I went to Scottsdale, Arizona this summer for my birthday. And that joint is a very close second.
The landscape is beautiful. The valley.
Hey, Scottsdale is different.
The valley.
You know what I'm saying? That joint was a close second. But, yeah, definitely L.A.
Definitely. The car you want to buy if money wasn't the issue. So what's your dream car?
You know what? I struggle with this, bro, because my pops got me a 745. Early. I was like 19, 20. You know what I'm saying? And, like, I didn't realize what I had at the time.
That was different.
But I was like, this is some people's dream car.
It was.
You feel me? And I'm riding around campus. I'm going back and forth to Virginia State with it. I ain't getting no oil changes. Niggas spilling drinks in my jug. Like, I'm just running through it. You feel me? And then I also realized, too, at 19, I'm like, you got a BMW 745 at 19. Like, where do you go from here?
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of pressure.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you buy next? You know what I'm saying?
You got to go Bentley.
Yeah, like, where do you go from here?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
And I ain't never think about that. So I got humbled real quick. You know what I'm saying? The 745 broke down on me one day.
So how did it break down?
Bro, you know what I'm embarrassed to say this, but it broke down because I wasn't getting oil changes.
So you burnt the engine out?
Burnt the engine out, bro.
What?
I went, 3 years without getting oil changes, man. And I don't even know if it was all on me because I'm like, damn, yo, Pops ain't even hit me like, yo, go get an oil change. But I'm assuming he just knew that or he thought I knew.
Right.
Like, nigga, go get an oil change. But I didn't get no oil changes, bro. My shit was smoking one day, and I was like, what the hell? Like, and then one day that engine just locked up.
Really?
You feel me? And then they was like, you can get a new engine. That's going to cost you about $12K for a brand new one. Get a used one for like $6,000. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, this is when I started working and graduating college. And I started seeing, like, the maintenance on cars like that.
Right.
Oil changes, like, $200.
Right.
Tire, like, $250, $300.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You start to realize, like, damn, this shit is, like, the maintenance for real.
Yo, it is. It's
and,
luxury.
like, BMWs, bro, my uncle, I got an uncle who's a mechanic. This man fix everything.
Right.
But, like, BMWs, they make them so that you got to take them joints to the dealership.
Right.
Like, my uncle used to be like, I can't do nothing with this joint. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I got humbled real quick, man. I had to hop back in my pop's pickup truck for a little bit.
Wow.
Was driving that around. And it showed me a lot. You see the niggas who ride with you, VIP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all valeting. You see the Bamas the girls who, oh, yeah, I'm riding with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had to pick up for a minute. And I finally was like, man, let me find something more in my lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got my truck that I got now. But honestly, dog, for real, for me, I want a vicious pickup truck. Like a F-150 that's like, but like a hooked up joint.
It's like a Raptor. And
yeah,
all that stuff.
like a real nice one.
Real
like I love pickup trucks, man.
Yeah, I like the Tundra from Toyota too.
Yeah, like I even saw them like Mercedes. They've been toying around and messing around with like a pickup that they might release.
Word.
That joint look hard too, but yeah, you give me a nice pickup, bro, with some good interior, some big tires. You know what I'm saying, and let me customize it how I want to. That probably right there would be enough for me, man. I ain't really gung ho. You know what I'm saying. Most of these dudes, they want the Lambos and all that. That ain't for big fellas, man.
Yeah, I want the Escalade.
We ain't getting in no Corvettes. You know what I'm saying.
Shout out to my man Corvette.
We ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying. We need a wide body, man. We need something
straight up.
Yeah. So yeah, that probably be it for me, man. Give me a souped up pickup truck. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be good.
Who's your favorite music artist?
Oh yeah, people already know J. Cole, man. I'm a
Who's the close second?
Close second. Who I listen to a lot, man. If I had to pick a close second, it probably would be. Well, we can't. Probably like Drake or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta exclude Hove. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
But yeah, I mean, I like J. Cole. I like Drake. I like Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Big Fellas SZN.
Big Fellas SZN. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't really give too many people a listen. You know what I'm saying?
I feel the same way.
Like I like what I like, and I can hear other people. I like the Lil Babies and the NBA Young Boys of the world. Like I can listen to some of their music, but it's just not really my lane.
You gotta
I like what I like. Yeah, you feel me? That being said, I love me some Black Cobain.
Straight up.
Shout out my man Mook. I love Mook's music.
Shout out.
But yeah, J. Cole does it for me, man.
Okay.
And I just think that like it's not just his bars, it's his energy that he brings.
Straight up.
I think, when you like an artist, you kind of see some resemblance in them, you know what I'm saying? Like his lifestyle, like he a real simple guy, you know what I'm saying? He's real laid back, you feel me? He not really into like what everybody else is into.
He really ain't. He still rides the bus.
Yeah,
you gotta love
me?
that.
Yeah, I like that type of shit, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like you ain't always got to be on the scene. You ain't got to be the biggest, baddest, and all that. Like you just make good music and stay out the way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's your favorite clothing line?
If I had to pick a clothing line, I like Fear of God. You know what I'm saying?
Big.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like ever since like I got my lower man now, I don't really been to that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to get fly. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Vacations where I'm going out. Yeah, I got my pieces.
Yep.
But bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I did that shit, bro, for a long time, and it ain't really I ain't find like happiness in it. I remember in college, bro. I got a real quick funny story. My dad gave me a credit card when I first went to college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He used it for emergencies, food, gas. I'm running this joint up. I'm going to Nordstrom every Friday, rocking Republics. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And whatever was in at the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm buying a $300 pair of jeans here.
Right.
This, that, and the third. And yeah, it felt good, but I literally, like, my sophomore year, I remember he took the car from me. We had a joint account. I ran through, like, 50,000 in 1 year.
Good God.
Just, like, buying shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember and mind you, like, my upbringing was a little different. I told you I was adopted. My parents spoiled me. I ain't never really had to ask for much. You know what I'm saying? I told you the story about the 745. It was that type of life. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
I remember when I graduated college, that was like their moment of like, all right, we're cutting you off now.
Right.
And so I got my regular 9 to 5, And I started to realize that I couldn't afford to like buy the shit that I used to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it gave me like a different perspective on like
humility.
Yeah, like it was like, all right,
you gotta
like,
earn that.
You gotta earn that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it really ain't that important either. You feel
There's
me?
levels to that.
It's nice to have.
Yeah,
I like
definitely.
nice stuff. Don't get it wrong. But I ain't really a label person like I used to be.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like I throw on a black tee.
That's why I tell people I love H&M.
Yeah, I throw on a black tee.
I
do like shoes now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as long as I got me some nice feet.
Yeah.
But I throw on some Mitchell and Ness shorts and call it a day.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like
it.
I throw on some Nike shit and throw it like call it a day. Like
yeah, man.
Feel me? So but I do like Fear of God though. I like
you know
they got some nice pieces in it.
They do.
You know, it's suitable for the big fellas too. So
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hot.
Yeah,
it's definitely hot. And before we get out of here, I just want you to give a word of advice to the public, to the people out here, my family members. What would your word of advice be? Any category, any area, what would that word of advice be?
Man, simple. My word of advice would be, especially for the youngins, you know what I'm saying? Even for people my age too, though, but figure out what it is you want to do in this life. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's so important to really know what you want to do in life, because it makes life that much easier. You know what I'm saying? I tell my youngest, figure out at an early age what it is you want to do.
Yes.
And then spend the rest of your life attacking it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I will speak for myself. I'm 34 and like I do well. I love what I do. You know, I got my hands in a couple of different things, but I still don't really know fully what it is I want to do.
Right.
Like I know what my gift is. I know what I'm good at.
Right.
But I don't really know per se what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that frustrates me at times because it's like,
I've been there.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You wake
there.
up every day and it's like you living in a cycle. It's like, damn, what I really want to do though,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I would just tell people like, figure that out.
Yes.
Once you figure that out, man, now you just got to put in the work.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the key.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the key.
Like you look at people who are successful, they do what they want to do.
Yes.
And then they do different shit. They waking up at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Trying to get to it. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yep.
got to figure that out first.
Yeah.
Like when you go into college, don't do what I did. I went to college, bro. They was like, what you want to major in? I was like, man, I'm here to play ball. Pick one. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the easiest major?
Right.
That's kind of the shit that I was on. You know, not even thinking like, nigga, you're going to graduate in 4 years and you're going to have to do something.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, I would just say like, you know, figure out what it is you want to do. Keep God first, and then, you know, everything else will fall into place, man. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
That's huge. I think, you know, if you look around, man, that was one thing my dad taught me, man. Like, I think that's why I do have like a big group of people that I rock with.
Yeah.
Because my dad taught me that, man, you got to treat people how you want to be treated, man. And in return, you know, you get love. You
will.
You know what I'm saying? Like, people rock with you because you're a good person.
You are.
You ain't looking to get over. You ain't trying to do nothing. You just respect people and you treat them good.
Yeah.
You know, that shit'll take you a long way.
It will.
So, yeah, that's what I got for the people, man. I appreciate you having me on here too,
likewise,
bro. This
brother.
shit been
I just
fun.
like I was telling people when he was coming on, like my man Mike, like I'm gonna get him into politics. He needs to be the mayor of Alexandria. He knows everybody.
Yo, man.
It will be not a problem for him to campaign for dollars. Everybody will donate for his campaign,
Hey,
man. I appreciate
maybe one
you,
day,
bro.
dog. Maybe one day.
I'm telling you, man. I see everybody. It's weird. Now you go there and place everybody. Though you're like, God,
yeah, man. It'd be puzzling me sometimes because I know it's like. At first, I used to always think it was all sports. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a big sport world where you connect with people all the time.
Right.
You know, and then I started looking around. I'm like, dang, yo, my girl, she pointed out to me. She was like, man, everywhere you go, you kind of know somebody. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I mean, it's good to know people. You feel me? You never, and listen, me and my man Rucky's always say this, it's not about what you know. Yeah. It's about who you know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You never know who can open some doors for you.
Straight up.
And you know, who you might need one day. So, yeah, man, love, that's what it is.
Always, brother.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, man, for coming out here, man.
For sure.
And this will be coming out as soon as possible. And they'll be able to see it, man. But for everybody out there, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Next time, you can always find me somewhere broken.
Yeah.
Me and my man Big Mike.
Yes, sir.
We say peace.
Yeah.